you've had a long couple of weeks. I think this is your last stop in preparation for the budget process. I wanted to talk to you about the investments that we're making in our ports of entry, because I think, as you correctly noted to Senator Shaheen, when it comes to illegal flows of goods, those flows move through the ports of entry, not through the points in between. Mexico has one single gun store, and it's on a military base. So it's not surprising that almost none of the guns that are used to commit crimes in Mexico come from Mexican gun stores. In fact, 70% of the guns that are used in crimes in Mexico come from the United States. 50% of the guns used for crimes in Honduras and El Salvador come from the United States. There is this vicious cycle of violence that exists whereby guns and firearms from the United States, illegally trafficked into Mexico and Central America, are used to commit an epidemic level of violent crime, which then creates the conditions upon which individuals flee to the United States and present at the border. It's just an absolute stunning number of illegal weapons moving from the United States into Mexico and down into Central America. How can the investments that you are asking for at our ports of entry help you identify the goods that are moving out of the United States into Mexico and Central America, in addition to the goods that are moving the other direction? What's the comprehensive strategy to try to deal with this iron pipeline of illegal weapons that are fueling the violence in Mexico and Central America?
Mr. Chairman, this is a challenge that I have addressed with my counterparts in different countries south of our border, and you correctly identify the flow of firearms south from the United States as a problem that we need to address, and in fact are addressing. I would like to share with you that it is not only through the work at the ports of entry that we are tackling this challenge, but we are actually also doing it with our Homeland Security investigations personnel. We have a number of operations in place, and I would look forward to providing you with greater information given its law enforcement sensitive nature.
Great. Just two additional comments, and I'll recognize Senator Murkowski. No matter how many times you say that this governance board is a truth police or a censorship bureau, it doesn't make it true. It just doesn't make it true. And folks can try to make this out into something that it is not, but we got a serious problem with foreign misinformation in this country. And I guess you could argue that we should stand down and let the Russians pollute America with dangerous misinformation about the war in Ukraine. I don't want our government to stand down given those threats. And second, you were very careful in answering Senator Hyde-Smith's questions about whether these migrants present a threat. I'll just give you a data point. Immigrants to this country commit violent crimes at a rate much lower than that of individuals born in America. In fact, undocumented immigrants in America commit crimes at a lower rate than those that were born in America. That's not an aspersion on folks that were born in this country. I include myself on that list. It is just a fact of the matter that this notion that there is an elevated threat to the homeland from people who are seeking refuge and asylum in this nation, it's just a fact that the data suggests that, in fact, there is no greater threat, in fact, a lesser threat of violence from those individuals than there are from individuals who began their life in the United States. Senator Murkowski.